Amanda Neary, Ireland's Bella Voce, is an award-winning singer, director, playwright, orator, performing artist and family celebrant. Her career as a professional singer has afforded her the opportunity to perform at numerous international state events. Her performances have garnered admiration from many notable voices, including President Michael D. Higgins, Michael Flatley and Jeremy Irons. Amanda has performed all over the world, as well as some wonderful performances in our little theatre. During lockdown, Amanda wrote her first pocketbook, Lockdown Limericks, giving both a light-hearted and reflective COVID-19 record. Let's enjoy Amanda's memories of Cork Arts Theatre.
Amanda Neary has many happy memories of the CAT, Cork Arts Theatre, so much so that she considers it to be her second home. Amanda's first experience of Cork Arts Theatre was in the old Cat Club when she wrote her first show, a musical called Living on the Streets. Amanda was delighted when the show went surprisingly well. There was a great response from the audience and they really connected with the story. One of Amanda's fondest memories of Cork Arts Theatre, which touched her deeply, is having Bridie, Dolores' mother, who had Alzheimer's in her later years, attend a number of her shows and hearing her sing along and chat with abandonment. Bridie would suggest songs for Amanda to sing while she was on stage and sing them herself if she didn't. She also liked to critique in real time. Amanda has a very funny memory of auditioning for Michael Toomey. It was a duet with her brother who got into a fit of laughter and walked off, leaving her alone on the stage. Michael was not amused. Amanda has had a few moments where things didn't quite go according to plan. After getting a blank moment while singing an Italian song, she had to keep going and make up Italian words. Nobody noticed though. Also, with her first show, Living on the Streets, the music was on pre-recorded tracks. One of the tracks failed to come in on cue. The sound engineer was having a problem fixing the issue, and two actors had to improvise a conversation for about 10 minutes before the music finally came through. The joys of live theatre. One of Amanda's proudest moments was winning the Critics' Best Newcomer Award in the Old Cat. In Amanda's opinion, the beauty of Cork Arts Theatre is that it is a theatre that is kind to mistakes. It allows you to grow and develop your art without prejudice of experience or lack of ability. Amanda has always found it to be a healthy space that enabled creativity constructively. She was always fascinated how the empty black box stage space could be so transformed for each new play, producing new experiences that also had a transformative effect on the audience and actors. She feels that it is a heart that connects to your own. Thank you, Amanda Neary, for sharing your thoughts and memories of Cork Arts Theatre.
Annmarie Daly Clarke was born in Cork. She studied drama with Marion Wyatt and dance at Donna's Dance Studio before moving to the UK to study at East 15. Annmarie began performing in the Cork Opera House Panto at the age of 3 with Eileen Kavanagh's Tiny Tots, and this is where her love of the theatre developed. She has played a wide variety of roles, including the quirky dancing nun in Nonsense, Pity in Female Transport, Gwendolen in The Importance of Being Earnest, Moll in The Roaring Girl, and Nurse Pilbow in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. As well as performing, she has also worked in sound and lighting on productions of Hedda Gabler, Look Back in Anger and Private Lives. Having lived in Bath for over 20 years, Annmarie has returned to Cork to retire with her husband and young daughter.
Marie Doyle Clarke remembers her time performing in the Cork Arts Theatre with great fondness. She particularly remembers how personable the old theatre space was. The audience were at arm's reach and their excitement was almost tangible. It was the atmosphere that was such a buzz. You always felt like anything was possible. Annmarie first performed in the theatre in productions by Marion Wyatt. She remembers performing in the hilarious Once a Catholic, the brilliantly successful musical revue Nonsense, and the fun the cast had both on and off the stage. She recalls that trying to get their halos to light up for each performance was on a wing and a prayer, but it always happened. During the run of Female Transport, there was so much kindness and support from the crews, who never stepped on stage, but were stage managing and helping every night. The cast had to eat stew during each performance of Female Transport, and the very kind Kenneth O'Connor, Annmarie recalls, used to go to so much trouble trying to heat it up and keep it warm. Cold stew not only looks disgusting, but it is disgusting. Annmarie recalls that after the shows, they had plenty of sing-songs, and they were all very well behaved, as far as she recalls. Suzanne Jones began her training with the Montforts and went on to achieve her teacher's qualification from LAMDA. Suzanne has established her own drama studio and was the recipient of the Lennox Robinson Award in 2016 for having directed many of the playwright's wonderful plays. Suzanne is most happy when seeing her students perform on stage, including her own children, who have performed in many of her productions. The Cat Club holds a special place for Suzanne, as it is home to her studio shows, and she is looking forward to the year ahead with her new role as a member of the Board of Directors. Let's enjoy Suzanne's memories of Cork Arts Theatre.
Suzanne Jones's first experience in the Cat Club was in the role of lighting for numerous Montfort pantos. This then led to a role in Our Day Out, directed by Trevor Ryan back in 1996. Suzanne fondly remembers the fun times in the Cat Club at many of these Montfort productions, with Mick O'Connor behind the bar making sure everyone was all right. When Suzanne thinks of the Cat Club, it is as the only place that she wants her students to perform in now, as it holds so many happy memories for her. Suzanne recalls a very funny moment, although there have been many, in Marion Wyatt's production of A Christmas Carol. It was when Kieran McCarthy, who was playing the role of Marley, had to enter from the fire door that led out onto the street. Let's just say there were a few undesirables hanging around outside and couldn't believe their eyes when they saw Kieran, who is over 6 foot, dressed as a ghost with hanging chains. Was it real, or was it too much consumed alcohol? Happy times. That was a great show to be part of, and one that allows Suzanne to perform on stage with both her daughters. Suzanne's most touching moment was when she had her first production with her own students. That was a very special time for her. Alice in the Land of Hearts, comprised of both studios in Douglas and Ernest Cross, along with students from the ACA. Along with her wonderful students, Suzanne's daughter, son, niece and 2 nephews performed in the show. It was incredibly special looking at her mum in the audience watching her 5 grandchildren perform. Suzanne also got up to lots of mischief in the Cork Arts Theatre, but she's not sharing. What Suzanne likes most about the Cork Arts Theatre is the safety and security. they've got your back. There's no problem too big or too small. It's like one big family. There are many performances that Suzanne remembers with great fondness, but for her, a very special memory is Lost in Yonkers. It was directed by Trevor Ryan in 2012. It was a wonderful show with stunning performances by all the cast, especially Shirley McCarthy. Lately, a play she attended, Love Song by the Red and Blue Theatre Company, was just beautiful. Suzanne has very fond memories of performing with her good friend Regina Cooney at the 10 by 10 event in 2016. Noonan, written and directed by another dear friend, Kevin Toomey, had them laughing from the minute they got the script. Suzanne has such happy memories that the cherry on the cake was winning the Audience Award for Noonan. Suzanne believes that the expression "the little theatre with a big heart" is synonymous with the Cat Club. That's exactly what it is, the biggest heart in the city, and we could not do without it, according to Suzanne Jones. Thank you, Suzanne, for your kind comments and sharing your memories.